Test one is going to be composed of chapters 1, 2, and 3. And I just want to give you a little overview of each one of those chapters, what's to be expected of you in them, what assignments you're going to need to do, and just kind of give a big picture of the material. So this section of these 3 chapters basically covers just an overview of nutrition, kind of how nutrition plays in with our health. And for chapter 1, it's going to be just some background nutrition information. The chapter is called Nutrition, Food Choices, and Health. We're going to examine why it is that you might choose the foods that you choose. And we're going to look at what's really important, the 6 classes of nutrients. Now, the 6 classes of nutrients, we're going to be introduced to them in chapter 1, but each one of those is going to have their own chapter later on where we're going to go further in depth on them. So that's going to be really, really important for chapter 1, is just starting to get a hold of the concept of those 6 classes of nutrients. And we're going to move on in chapter 1. When you complete reading it, the assignment that you're going to have a set of 4 essay questions to answer and respond to, and a discussion post to complete for chapter 1. Now for chapter 2, we're going to look at designing a healthy eating pattern. And so we're going to examine things like MyPlate, which are tools that are used in order to help out diet planning, or look at a lot of terminology. We're going to look at food labels. I'm going to examine some things that are required on food labels and why they're important, how they can be used for planning a healthy diet. And for chapter 2, you're going to have a quiz. So that's going to be a time quiz. And you're also going to have a discussion assignment for chapter 2. Now for chapter 3, that's going to be looking at the nutrition perspective of the human body. So we're going to look at in chapter 3 are going to be we're going to be covering organ systems, some organ systems in the body. Mostly we're going to focus on the digestive system, which makes sense. So we're going to look at what happens when food is consumed, how it is digested, how nutrients are absorbed, how they're transported through the body, all those types of things. So that's what chapter 3 is going to focus on mostly. For chapter 3, you're going to have a quiz. And since this is the last week before the test, when you complete chapter 3, that's going to be the last week before the test. You're not going to have your regular chapter 3 discussion. There's going to be a unit discussion, and that unit discussion is going to be a little bit bigger, a little more complex, going to require a little bit more input on your end. And so, and that's going to be worth double the points. But you're going to have that, and you're also going to have the Unit 1 test that's going to be due, or Test 1. So Test 1 is going to cover chapters 1, 2, and 3. And that's going to be a multiple choice test, and 1 attempt. So you only get 1 attempt on it. You got to complete it once you open it and start it, and it will be timed. No external resources used on that. So that's just a quick look at what you're going to be doing for the next big chunk of the course. And if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know.